Okay, we've had a couple of few additional people join us for our Five-Star Website Wednesday webinar, so we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jennifer Fancher, and I'm the Digital Product Manager at Five Star Sports. I'm joined by Scarlett Hill, our IT support rep, who will also be co-hosting our webinar today, and we're very excited that you joined us. This is going to be our next to last webinar that we do for the school year, so we're kind of wrapping things up and want to make sure that we get as much information out to you as possible before the last one, which will happen next month in May. So Scarlett, I feel like a little bit like David Letterman today because our webinar topic are the top 5 reasons that our listeners need an athletic website. And so we're going to go through starting at number 5 and work our way down to number 1 and go through those different reasons and give more information and details. But before we dive into the topic and begin the discussion, will you explain how we're accepting questions and comments through our social media sites?
Yes, we are actually accepting questions through Twitter and Facebook, and you can submit those questions by using hashtag 5StarWebinar. And then as we see those, we can answer them for you.
Okay, great. And we also have a Facebook page on Five Star Sports that they can include their question and a status. Is that correct as well?
Yes, you write the status, and then just like Twitter, you can just enter the hashtag somewhere in your status, and we'll be able to see it.
Okay, great. And after we're finished going through the majority of the slides and all that information, we'll actually be having some questions. If you have any at the end, we'll kind of stick around for a little while and be able to answer those for you. So feel free to jot those down, tweet us, find us on Facebook, or save those for the end, and we'll be glad to help you out with it. So let's get started with today's topic. Now, in our invitation to join our webinar, we mentioned kind of a pretty staggering statistic. 2 billion people use the internet worldwide. That's billion with a B, so that's a lot of people. And I would assume, the statistic didn't say, but I would assume that most use that internet as their main source of information, which could be through news websites, social media, blogs. From some source, they're getting their information through the internet. So bringing it a little bit closer to home and to a lot of our athletic directors and schools that are listening today, here's a question that I just want to ask for you to think on and kind of ponder on before we get started. How are you providing information to your parents, students, and to your community? Is it through a website? Is it through social media? Are you relying on your coaches and teachers to get your message out about what's happening in your athletic department and the different events and occurrences that are taking place? How are your parents and the people that are most committed to your program staying aware of what's happening in your athletic department? Is it through news outlets or maybe scary enough, it might just be through students that are athletes, and that's a lot of information for a student to have to take home to their parents and family so that they know what's going on in the athletic department. If most people are using the internet as their main source of information, 2 billion people worldwide, doesn't it make sense to have a specific website available that you can control and provide the information? I think that would be something that seems like an easy solution to getting the message out and getting information out regarding your school athletics. So with that said, let us count down the reasons why you need an athletic website from Five Star Sports. So let's start with number 5. Custom design and artwork. It's important for your website to follow the branding that you've already established for your athletic department. So through your mascot and school colors, Five Star can work with you to create a custom design and custom artwork for your website. We can create custom header artwork. Now, the header on the website is located in the top portion of the site, and it displays on all pages. It's the piece of the design that kind of identifies what your website is about. And I mean, Scarlett, when you pull up one of our sites, you immediately can see that it's for Owasso Rams football, or it's for a specific school, and you can automatically see their school colors, logo, mascot, and just a real eye-catching design for that header.
We do spend some quality time whenever we build our site, and we make sure that your header looks, it just pops, and then we also take time to make the background and with the school colors, and we just put a lot of care into making it look the best it can be for your athletic department.
Right, and we have a specific graphic design team that once we have a website that needs to be built, they do a custom piece of artwork for that header for each of our sites. So it really is something that is custom for your school and for your athletic department. We also have logo design available. I mentioned before, that you might want to follow the branding that you've already established, but maybe that you have not established a brand or a specific identity for your athletic department. Let 5-Star help you. That's what we're here for. That's what we have available as far as resources, our graphic design team. We can update your current mascot or logo for you, and that way not only can you use it on the website, but you also have the capability to use it in other pieces for your athletic department, such as on your letterhead or on banners, and maybe even putting on your field or something like that. We can update that logo and mascot for you so that it's a little bit more current and a little bit more popular. I'm going to pull up on the right-hand side, you see an image for the Moore Public Schools. I'm going to pull up this website for you so that you can see this is a district site that we did for Moore Public Schools in Oklahoma. And you'll notice their logo at the top left corner and all throughout the background. The Moore District Athletic Department did not have a district logo. They had individual logos for each high school, but they didn't have a specific one for the district athletic department. So they asked us if we would be able to design something for them to incorporate it into their website. And this logo that you see at the top and throughout the background is what our designer came up with. He took the logos for each individual high school and combined it into one for the athletic department, and they really loved it and put it on their site, and I think they're actually talking about getting some shirts made with the logo and kind of taking it to the next step. So that's just some of the features that we offer, some of the services that we offer. Even when you sign up for a website, you can even go one step further and do custom logo design. And also, as Scarlett mentioned, the background artwork for your website can either be your school colors if you wanted to keep it kind of basic and just have something with a little bit of texture and pop with those school colors. We can do that on the background, but then we can also feature your mascot like we did for Moore schools, or maybe an action and facility photo. We have the Owasso Rams football icon below the Moore schools. So I'm going to pull this one up as well, just so you can kind of see pull that one up, the website that we did for Owasso. When they pull their site up, they use their new facility photo as a background, and it really just kind of speaks about what their school looks like and what the facilities they have available. So people that are coming to learn more about Owasso football, they can see they have a first-class facility and also a first-class website. So if there is an action photo or facility photo that you would like to use, we'll be more than happy to put that as the background and have something that would really set your athletic department apart from other teams. Okay, so let's go back. And that's number 5, so custom design and artwork. Let's go on to the next number 4. We offer a fully featured website, and these features include a long list of just different services and features that come included with your website, such as team pages, There are pages for each individual team, which I think is important, Scarlett, for a lot of those teams that that are not the footballs or the volleyballs, maybe some of the smaller sports that are just as important and have just as much information to get out as a football team or a volleyball team. They have the same page and format as every other sport, so everyone's represented equally throughout the website.
And then it also keeps everything from kind of getting cluttered up, where if some sports offering, they just posted some new information, well, the other sports information may be pushed to the side. Here, every sport is an equal.
Right, their own page, own their own chance to have a central location for their information. We also have calendars available that feature the scheduled game events for each sport, and also important events such as maybe booster club meetings or car washes or fundraisers that might be happening and occurring. You can put that on the calendar. And Scarlett, I even think that we have the capability for to print those calendars out by month view and get more detailed views. So that's a great feature that a lot of people can utilize for all the sports throughout the athletic department.
And then if you even wanted to, print it out and put it up on a bulletin board or just be able to hand it out, then you have that ability too.
Right, exactly. We also have the capability for a photo slideshow. On your home page of your website, there is a slideshow that's predominant right there in the front that can feature up to 10 photos. So you can have photos from all sports that scroll through while someone is visiting that home page. And then even on the team page photo or team page slideshow, you can add a couple of different photos in as well. And there's no limit to those photos on the team pages. You can have as many in the slideshow as you need, and it'll just scroll through and show all the various action photos or just neat photos that somebody has captured for that specific team. You can also upload videos to the website, and we will be able to display that on either the home page or just the team page if you would like. The photos and videos are, when you add them to the back-end system, they're all associated with a team. So even if you choose not to have them on the home page, you can still have them featured on your team page as well. And Scarlett, would you just kind of touch on the archiving system that we have for photos and videos, and just kind of let our listeners know how we're able to keep those photos that may have been, added a couple of weeks ago or months ago, and how you can look at those time and time again?
Well, actually, like the newest photos, of course, are going to show up in your homepage and everything. But there are links to go to the more photos, and then it's all categorized by your team. So then you can go in and say you wanted to look at your baseball photos or your volleyball photos. Then it's real easy to access that, and just with a click of a button you can be there with all those photos. And it's even great, say if you've had the site for even a couple of years, then say you can go back and kind of reminisce about the photos 2 years ago, or a fantastic play, or whatever it may be.
Right, and so that eliminates the need to have to delete pictures and delete videos. You can keep them on your site, and that way, if somebody is emailing out a link to go back to that photo, it's not going to be a dead link because you deleted it. It will stay in our archiving system and will be available for anybody to view at any time. The next feature that we have are our news items, a latest news box in the right side of the website that can either link to a news item that you write yourself, or it could link to maybe a newspaper or TV website that has more information, or another article on happenings that are going on in your athletic department. You can also use the latest news section to add PDFs and document links so that people can click on that and download or email, print any documents that you upload. And speaking of the document upload, that's also available on our back end, where you can add PDF, Microsoft Word, or Excel documents to the back end, and it'll show on a Forms tab located at the very top of your home page. So you can just direct people to visit that Forms tab and download, print, email any of those forms that you have uploaded on the back end. We also give text and email alerts with the website. That's another additional service that we provide. On the team page next to the schedules, there is a button that says text and email alerts. If a parent were to click that button, they would be directed to our sister site called Schedule Vista. Schedule Vista would allow them to create an account, sign up for that specific team or multiple teams for different alerts such as game cancellations, new events, or changes in current events. So if they decided to receive those alerts for maybe the football team, if a game had been canceled by the AD or whoever is managing content on the back end, they would receive either a text or an email alert to let them know. So that's a great service that a lot of our coaches are needing to use to have some way of putting information out there at last minute cancellations or additions for games. So that's something that comes complementary with your site. We also have the ability to add rosters to your website, and that would also be featured on the team page. The rosters would link to individual player pages where they would have player pictures and stats and information from previous seasons. So in addition to having a roster, you can have an individual player page as well. We have the ability to add custom web pages. And Scarlett, if this is kind of a newer feature for the website, and if you'll just kind of touch on what a custom web page is and how they can kind of utilize that in their site.
Okay. Well, whenever you first get your a 5-star site, we do have a few like default pages made for you, such as the links and the form page. But say if you wanted something a little bit extra, like a facilities page or even one about directions, then you could create a completely custom page. And then you can add whatever information you want to there. And then you can also add it to your top menu. And we also have the ability to create custom sidebar menus to add to those custom pages as well. So what you can put on those, the possibilities are really endless to whatever you need.
Right. And that's a great way to take the site that we've given you and kind of the format that we've given you and add on to it to kind of fit your needs in your athletic department. So that is something that we have had requests for, and we're excited to roll that out so that you can have even more custom features and pages added to your site. We also have a Coach's Corner blog, and Scarlett, a lot of our schools are utilizing the blog as well.
Oh yeah, it's really helpful to kind of let everyone know what's going on in the athletic department and just kind of keep everybody up to date. And it's a little bit more in depth than the news items.
Right. So that's if you wanted to do kind of a journal entry as often as you would want to. You could do it weekly or just at the end of the month, but it just kind of gives you the opportunity to have a from the Coach's Corner, what's happening in your athletic department, and go through that information in more depth. And last, we have a user management system that we affectionately refer to as our back-end system. This is the kind of the bread and butter of your website. With the 5-star site, the school is responsible for managing the content and uploading information. And with this user management system, it's called My 5-Star, you're able to go into each section and go through and add and upload content. And it's a very easy system, an easy process to do that. And we'll actually, in our last webinar for next month for May, we're going to go through the back end of My 5-Star. So you can kind of join us then in May so that you can kind of see how that looks and the different ways to add and upload your content. Okay, number 3, we offer website visitor reports. And you can sign up to receive these website traffic reports. And I'm going to let Scarlett kind of go step by step into each point and give us some more information on what's available for the website visitor reports.
Okay. Well, whenever you get a new site, it's always good to know how it's doing, how many people are coming to your site. Always work on how to get more visitors there or make your website better. So this is what these traffic reports really have to offer is we can email them out as often as you like. So if you wanted them once a week or once a month or even quarterly or however you want it, we can deliver it that way. And then also you can receive information such as the visits, the page views, even new versus returning visitors. But then we also have the special custom reports that if you would like, you can request. And this is information, I mean, you can even check and see what gender your users are, or what the average age is, or any kind of information like that that goes a little bit more in depth than what we already offer. And a nice thing that I really like about our traffic reports is that they're visual. So they kind of show you a chart to show you kind of how you're trending and how your views have gone up or down or anything like that. So we can also do custom dates if you want to see like how your football season did or anything like that as well.
And just receiving traffic reports is, probably a lot of people don't think about that, but it's important to know who's coming to your site, how often they're coming to your site, and if you need to do more to market and promote it so that you can have more visitors and have that as the main source of information for your athletic department.
Mm-hmm. And then it can also show you, like, promoting your site through your school is very, very important. So it kind of shows you that is what you're doing paying off, or do you need to research other options to promote?
Right. So in that, the website visitor report, that's something that if you are interested in receiving that, you can just email us and let us know, and Scarlett handles taking care of that every time you request it. So all we need is just the email saying, hey, I'm interested in that, and we'll be glad to set you up with that as soon as your website is up and running and we have that information for you. So number 2, which is a pretty big one as we get closer to number 1, our websites are available at no cost. So we've gone through the custom design and artwork, the fully featured website with all of the listing of features, the traffic reports that we provide. All of that is included at no cost to the school. And you can compare our free site to other companies that charge anywhere from $1,000 to $2,500 to initial setup fee, and then they have an annual cost that needs to be paid just for maintenance, which could be $500, $750. It really just depends on the company. So we're able to give you all of this information, all of the different features and the custom design, artwork, traffic reports at no cost, and it's comparable to a $2,500 website. Now, the domain and maintenance costs are covered by sponsor advertising. There are 3 spaces available on the website that we contact sponsors in your local area for advertising on. There's a title sponsor that is located within the header of the top portion of your site, and that's for $2,000 for a full year, but it's less than $200 per month. So when you break it down to less than $200 a month, that's a great way to advertise for a lot of your local businesses. We also have the jumbo button ad, which is a larger ad located on the right-hand side below your latest news section, and that's $600 for a full year, which breaks down to $50 a month, which sounds, for website advertising, is a great deal.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And then we also have the button ad, which is located at the bottom of the site, and we're able to offer that for $300 for a full year, which comes out to $25 per month. So for a button ad space, that's still a great way to advertise for a lot of your local businesses, and a lot of them just want to support the school and just show their support and have their ad on the site. So they're more than happy to do that because they understand that website advertising is important. We're able to help you save money by signing up for the 5-star website. Like we said, a lot of companies charge between $1,000 to $2,500 for the website, but we're able to provide you for no cost. So that's $1,000 or $2,500 that you're keeping in your budget and able to spend on other things. So this website allows you to save money and you get a great product at the same time.
And also, I've noticed about some websites is they do offer free sites. However, they give you the bare minimum possible, and then they say, well, if you want to do more, like a custom web page or whatever, well, you got to pay for that. So then they kind of get you in, and then they kind of take you a little bit further because you want more.
Right.
However, we're always free, and we're always developing
hmm
and creating new features, free features.
Right, exactly. And if there is something that you're interested in that may not be currently available on our site, we've kind of created it to where it's comparable to all of the other of our competitors out there. But if there is a feature that you're interested in that is not available, just let us know. Like Scarlett said, we're constantly developing new features to add at no additional cost. So it might not be something that we're able to offer right now, but in the future for a later release, it may be on our list of things to do, and we're going to be able to provide that for you. So we're always working to get new features and to update it. It's always a possibility that what we have on there now is going to be different in a couple of weeks. So we're always changing, always growing, and it's still always available at no cost to you. Okay, so let's just do a quick recap before we get to our number one reason why you need an athletic website. So we went through our custom design and artwork at number 5. We're able to provide you with that artwork for your website so that it really stands out once people visit your site. It's a fully featured website. We went through all of the features, or most of the features that we offer on the website, but even still, we're missing some that just for the sake of time we omitted. So it is a fully featured website. You're able to receive the website visitor reports, and they're available at no cost to you for the website. And so I feel like we need a drum roll or some kind of music for this. But the number one reason why you need an athletic website from 5-Star Sports is that you can make money with your website. That's a pretty good deal, especially since we are saving you money with our free site. You're able to make money now with that website, and we'll just kind of go through some steps on how to do that. The school will receive the first row of 5 button ads, and I've kind of given you an example of what the button ads look like at the bottom. The first row of 5 is the schools to either sell or to donate. The row of button ads are 3 deep, so that means there are up to 15 ads total. Now each space in your front row holds 3 different ads and displays the other ads when the page is refreshed. So that means that you have up to 15 ads that you can sell or donate. And when I say donate, we're talking about maybe there's a sponsor that has already given a lot to your athletic department and has donated a lot of money or a lot of other time and a lot of other things that you just want to give them some recognition. So you want to give them a complimentary space on there. Those ad spaces are yours to make that decision, and you can definitely do with what you want with those. And you can sell them for any price. We sell the button ad for $300 for a full year, but that price is up to you. That's just kind of maybe a suggestion if some people don't know where to start. But you can do it for $10 a month or $500 for the full year. You really can set that price, and that's something that is just completely up to you. And the school keeps 100% of the revenue generated from the button ads. So with your ads, you handle all money transaction between sponsors. 5-Star does not. We're not the middleman as far as your ads go. You handle the money from your sponsor. All we need is the ad copy and the website link that they would like their ad to direct to. And 5-Star will also post the ads to the button ads section of your website, so you're not having to worry about uploading that information once you have a sponsor secured. 5-Star will take care of sizing the ad and uploading it so that it's featured on your site. And as we mentioned before, 5-Star will also sell advertising on the site in the title sponsor spot and also the jumbo button ad, as well as the second and third rows of advertising. So the school receives the premium placement on the front row in the button ad area. So now you have all the information that you need and ready to go with the website. How do you get started? Well, we need a website usage agreement from 5-Star Sports, and you can visit our website at 5starsports.com/websites and request one today. We have actually a new form that we have created that you can enter in your name and email and a space for putting in information. Just let us know that you would like an agreement, a website agreement sent to you, and we'll be able to email that out to you so that you can get that signed and sent back to us. You can send it back via email. You can email it to jfancher at 5starsports.com, or you can fax it back to 479-444-7721. So once we receive that agreement, 5-Star will purchase your preferred domain name and begin building your site. And so the domain name, your web address, whether it might be owasofootball.com or Bryant Athletics, whatever you would like to have your address be, we'll check the availability of it and then purchase that and begin building your site. And then once your site has been built, we'll schedule a training over the back end, our My 5-Star site. And the training will be conducted over the phone, kind of like a conference call that we're doing now with the Join Me system. And it normally takes about 30 to 40 minutes for the training to be complete. And then once you've had the training, you're ready to begin operating your 5-Star site, and you're kind of in control of putting in the content, and it's yours to add and to upload and to make into a great site for your.
And I might add that whenever you get a 5-star site, that the uptime on that is very quickly. I mean, as soon as we have the agreement and we have the ready to go, then we go ahead and we get our graphic design team going and we start building your site and get it up as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're very quick. Scarlett and our team are just fantastic as far as getting that up as quickly as possible, because we know that it's important to you to get that information out there and up and have it available so that you can start directing people to your site. So thank you so much for visiting or for attending our Website Wednesday webinar. As we mentioned, if you want to learn more about our athletic websites and request more information, please visit our website at 5starsports.com/websites. And that way you can learn more about the features that we have posted on there, view some testimonials, and also fill out that form that gives you a chance to ask for more information and submit your request for an agreement. You can contact us at the number listed or email us, but you can also find us on Facebook and Twitter, and feel free to use that hashtag and hashtag 5-Star Webinar, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have. Are there any questions or any other information that we could provide for you before we kind of sign off for this month's Website Wednesday webinar? Okay. Well, we appreciate everyone that's attended with us, and we hope that we're able to give you some information and just kind of show you why it's a great step to go ahead with our websites, and since they are at no cost to you and you can make money from it, it really is a win-win for the athletic department. We will be in touch in a couple of weeks to schedule our next webinar in May, which, as I mentioned, will be the last of this school year, but then we'll pick up after that webinar in May. We'll pick up back in, at the start of the 14-15 school year with some new topics, and just really looking forward to bringing some new ways to fundraise and just new information to our athletic departments.
Also, in a couple days, we will be sending out the follow-up email to this webinar, and it will contain the on-demand video as well as the slides if you would like to be able to download and view those.
Okay, great. And that's always also available on our YouTube page youtube.com/5starsports. So if you need to view the webinar video or any previous webinars that we've done, you can always go to our YouTube page and subscribe and watch those at any time. So, well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will look forward to speaking with you in the future and seeing you next month for May's Website Wednesday webinar. Thank you so much.